Gratitude. It is impossible to feel grateful and depressed in the same moment. Naomi Williams. I truly do believe the practice of gratitude is underrated in westernized society. I think this is the case because as a consumerist culture, we strive to have bigger, better, and shinier possessions and accolades. At the same time, news outlets and social media benefit from promoting ventures that create sales and revenue more than encouraging being grateful and content for what we already possess. An example of gratitude drowned by capitalism is the celebration of Christmas. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy celebrating this festivity annually with my family. However, as it goes, in order to be grateful for gifts you receive, you have to buy others gifts in return. This transactional style of gratitude is conditional, whereas harnessing the feeling of being thankful in our everyday lives is where the true magic occurs. Speaking of magic, allow me to share an instance of the power of gratitude that took place a few months back. I was in my backyard doing some work and thinking about my finances. Instead of worrying about wanting to make more money, my thoughts switched into a gratitude mindset thanks to a book I was just starting at the time, Good Vibes, Good Life by Vex King. Immediately after I finished reading for the day, I searched through a few of my older books for a bookmark. I found one in a psychology book from a few years back, and it just so happened that the bookmark was a banknote, €5. I found it astonishing that as soon as I expressed gratitude for the money I already possess, I stumbled upon some only 10 minutes later. Being grateful for my health, job, business, family, and opportunity to live another day in general is what gets me up at 4:44 a.m. every day. It is truly astonishing how powerful choosing to feel thankful can be. From physical health improvements such as increased sleep quality, to mental benefits such as decreased stress and anxiety, greater happiness, and better relationships, it's no wonder gratitude is so potent. You should be grateful you're even able to read this sentence right now. And I don't mean because this book is extraordinary or anything. What I mean is that you've retrieved this through the internet, which surprisingly just over 50% of us have access to. If you have access to the internet, you probably have other basic needs satisfied, such as shelter, clothes and food, and education. A third of the global population is not able to appreciate these necessities. By now, my point has been made. It is so easy to be thankful when you are given perspective on how lucky and blessed we are to have so much in our lives. Instead, many complain about what they don't have and constantly desire more. Two very low vibrational emotions that only result in feelings of dissatisfaction and discontentment. I urge you to take a few moments out of your day to give thanks and slowly incorporate the experience of gratitude into your lives. I hope reading this chapter has inspired you to do just that. But if you're confused on where to start, let's ponder the question. How do we go about expressing thanks for all that we value? Challenge number 3. There are countless ways to invite gratitude into your life. For those who practice religion, giving thanks might occur during certain holidays or through daily prayers. For others, meditation is a great method to tune into all of one's blessings. In general, any form of reflection is a great opportunity to enhance the skill of being grateful. It is a technique that, like others, requires a certain level of commitment and practice to establish as a way of being. Writing down 2 or 3 things you're grateful for every morning or night is an excellent start. Personally, I have a gratitude jar. I write one thing I'm grateful for on a little slip of paper and place it in the jar. I can come back and read some of the items whenever I want to feel grateful once again. What can you express gratitude for in your life? It can be material possessions, important people and loved ones, or even events that have occurred, negative or positive. One of the quickest ways to diminish the feeling of regret is to be thankful for events that were undesirable but already happened. If it wasn't for what happened in the past, you might not be where you are or who you are today. There's no way around it. In order to increase your life satisfaction in several areas, start with being grateful for what you already have. While there's nothing wrong with striving for more success, money, or goals in life, we have to resist the urge of complaining and desiring what we don't have. There exists a scale of consciousness invented by Dr. David Hawkins in his book Power vs. Force, where emotions are rated on this metric appropriately. At the bottom are feelings of shame, guilt, fear, and desire, which all resonate at a level of under 200. According to Hawkins, emotions under this level make the body weak, and in my opinion are no better for the mind itself. Therefore, because desire sits at 125, it is in exact opposition with gratitude, which is around a 900 on the scale that only goes up to 1,000. Enlightenment sits at the top, for your information. It's a sad reality that most people in the world resonate at under 200, especially with the fear, doubt, and uncertainty this pandemic brings. Love, peace, joy, and appreciation are some of the highest vibrations you can feel. So consider looking into this emotional consciousness scale and keep it in mind as we continue through some other topics in this book. You'll begin to notice how many of the methods that increase energy are simply ways of raising one's emotional consciousness. I strongly encourage you to find a place in your life for gratitude. This feeling will keep you at a higher frequency for a positive outlook, something we all could use more of nowadays. So thank you for listening to the chapter preview on gratitude, and I'm so excited to finally finish this book. If you haven't heard now, it's coming out April 1st, which is less than 2 months away. So I just want to thank you for listening to this preview. If you got the link to this preview, that means you're in either one of two categories. Either one, you're part of the Patreon, so you had access to this via the Patreon, where I give all the exclusive previews and breakdowns behind the scenes. So thank you guys for joining the Patreon and for being part of that community. Or you just got the link to this recording because I wanted you to hear the preview and because you mean a lot to me and you're someone that I would appreciate the feedback from. So thank you for listening. Yes, like I said, any feedback, let me know what you thought. I'm just excited to get this book done and out to you guys. So yes, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys later. We have to do one more preview of the body section. So if you haven't heard the Enough is Enough preview, that I've already released, and that's from the soul section. This gratitude section was from the mind section, and yes, the body section will come next in a few weeks. So stay tuned for that, and have a good day. Take care.